Barack Obama deported more immigrants than any other president in US history, yet President Trump is the one that liberals call evil. The left loves to frame Trump as uniquely cruel on immigration, like everything suddenly became extreme the moment that Trump took office. But history tells a different story. The so-called cages that the liberals love to talk about, those were built under Obama. But no outrage, no viral protests, no non-stop media coverage either. And when you point this out, liberals always say the same thing. Oh, it's not the deportations, it's how Trump goes about it. But here's the problem with that argument. ICE has always existed. It was created in 2003, it operated under Bush, it expanded under Obama, and it continued under Biden. The only thing that changed under Trump, the spotlight. And here's the part liberals never want to talk about. Obama deported more people, ICE always existed, but Trump was the first president to offer an exit instead of just enforcement. Trump is the first president to offer undocumented immigrants a real self-deportation option with incentives. Not Obama, not Biden, no other president in US history. Since Trump took office, more illegal immigrants have self-deported than were removed by ICE. Plane tickets paid for, financial assistance, and the chance to leave voluntarily instead of being caught and banned for years.
So it's cool when Obama do it, but when Trump do it, it's a problem. Obama was called Deporter in Chief. He deported 3.1 million people during his 2 terms. Nobody said anything when Obama was doing it. And he didn't give them the option of self-deportation. He got them and kicked them out. So why is it a problem that Trump does it? It's because of the spotlight. It's because you guys don't like him because he doesn't have a blue tie on. If he was a Democrat right now, you guys would be loving Trump. But the thing is, though, he's not a Democrat. He's a Republican. So that's the reason why you guys are going against this. The blue states, the same blue states that were fighting against Trump, were in line with Obama when he was doing the deportations. That's the reason why he was able to do so many, because the blue states were in line with Obama because he was a Democrat. This isn't about America. This is a feud that the Democrats don't want to help a Republican president for America's safety. So when we look at the villain, who's the real villain? The Republicans or the Democrats? Because the same person that Trump has, Tom Homan, he was hired by Obama. So y'all don't know that. Tom Homan was put on in charge of ICE with Obama. That's the reason why he's with Trump. So Trump is using the same people, but the reason why you guys don't like it is because it's Trump. How sad of a nation do we have when we can't even overlook our dislike for somebody in favor of American security? Do you guys think that we should have illegals living in this country? No, it takes away from the jobs. It takes away from the opportunities. It takes away, you see all the fraud that we have. It takes away money from our pockets. But you guys are going against this because Donald Trump does not wear a blue tie. It's sad. That's sad about the country that we're living in. That's sad about the governors that are going against this, the senators, the people in the House that are going against Trump because he does not wear a blue tie. Because they're not getting anything out of it. They are not in the support of the American people. If they're going against a president that's trying to get illegal people out, he's doing something that Obama didn't do. Obama didn't do self-deportation when they got incentives, when they got plane trips, money to go back home. That started with Trump. So how bad of a person is Trump if he's giving all these things to people to leave? 3.1 million people that Obama deported. His name is the Deporter in Chief for a reason. But it's cool when he does it. See, nobody talks about Obama and the things that the conditions that he had people in when he was getting people out of a country. I agree with Obama on that one thing. He got 3.1 million people out of the country. Good. Good. Trump is doing the same thing. So what is different? Oh, we don't like how it doesn't matter. Get him out of here. We're getting rid of killers, rapists, child traffickers, drug dealers. We're getting rid of all these bad people that are illegal immigrants. So what's your problem? It's because you guys don't like them. That's how soft we are as a country. Well, we got to like somebody in order to approve or in order to let them to our state, in order to help them make America great. That's sad.
You self-deport, you preserve the option to try to come back the legal way. But if you're caught illegally, you can face years long, even permanent bans. Why is the only president who added choice to the system the one that liberals call the villain? Because TDS blinds folks from seeing things for how they truly are.
Question 1. Which president deported a population slightly larger than the population of the entire state of Nebraska? With almost 2 million deported so far, Barack Obama has deported more people than live in the entire state of Nebraska. No one has deported more people. A star. First place goes to Barack Obama.
Barack Obama was a cold president. One thing that he did that I approve of was the deportations. You can't take that away from him. He did a great job with deportations. Helping black people is a different story, but deportations, he is called a deporter in chief for a reason. He constantly did, except for 2016, he constantly did 400,000 plus deportations a year. He was on a mission. That's one of the key things that he did during his presidency that he said he was going to do was the deportations. He was not playing around. And I can't get mad at that. I can't. Just because he has to see, that's the one thing about me. I may be conservative, but I'll give you props when you do something good. Doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on.
Question 2. Who expanded immigration enforcement by local enforcement 100-fold? One of these presidents expanded the Secure Communities program for deporting immigrants who are booked into local jails from 31 jurisdictions in this nation to over 3,000. And who was that? Yes, President Barack Obama, another dubious star.
He was able to do it because he had the help of the locals. What we see in Minneapolis, ICE will be out at Minneapolis so quick if Minneapolis and Minnesota had their state and local jurisdiction help. That would have been a 1-month operation. The protests and not holding them at the protests is what's keeping ICE from doing their jobs. Obama had it. He had 3,000 local jurisdictions helping him. That means what? I pull somebody over. Are you a legal immigrant? No. Go over here. Hey, DHS, come pick up this person. We got another one. That's all it is. See, there's a lot of cities and states that are refusing to do that. Why?
Question number 3. Let's go to boots on the ground, where the immigration issue seems to begin and end for many Republicans. Who spent more money on immigration enforcement than all other federal law enforcement combined? Well, if you guessed Barack Obama, you'd be right. Yes, the $18 billion he spends is $3.5 billion more every year than we spend on the FBI, ATF, DEA, Secret Service, all of them combined, in order to achieve what? Unprecedented deportations. Another star. Question 4. What crimes are the most prosecuted crimes in federal court? You think kidnapping, murder, counterfeiting, political corruption? No. Under Barack Obama, the number 1 crime prosecuted as a misdemeanor is being illegally in this country. And the number 1 crime prosecuted as a felony in federal courts is what? Illegal re-entry to the United States. Another star. Finally,
that boy was on a mission. That's all I can say. That's the one thing I can give Obama. I will give it to him. He's called the deporter in chief for a reason, but the reason why is because he had help. He would not have been called the deporter in chief if he had the much pushback as President Trump is facing right now. If Chicago will help out, if Memphis will help out, if New Orleans will help out, if New York will help out, if California will help out. If these places get on board, we will see record numbers. And I believe the reason why they don't want to do that is because they don't want him to outshine Obama. See, Obama did really good, but I believe if Trump has the same support as Obama did, it'll probably be 6 million to 10 million immigrants that's here illegally. And the blue does not want that. It's because that's their voting base. See, with Obama, that's the thing. See, he wasn't worried about immigrants because that wasn't his voting base. Those people weren't voting for him. See what I'm saying? With the Democrats right now, that's their voter base. So they're doing everything they can to protect their voter base. See, with Obama, he had the black people. He had the Latinos. He had everybody. Everybody's here legally. Everybody loved him. That's just what Obama was. He had that charm. So he was not worried about immigrants because I don't need them for votes. A lot of these politicians, especially on the blue side, need the immigrants. They need the illegals. They need the people to come in here and just sign a paper and say, I vote for you. Obama didn't have that problem.
For question 5, we get to detention. Which of these presidents put more than 420,000 people in detention in just one single year of his presidency? Yes, arrested and put them in jail. President Barack Obama has detained more immigrants in jails, prisons, and detention facilities than any other president of the United States of America. That's 5 for 5. And it goes to the Deporter-in-Chief, Barack Obama.
It's wild how short people's memories are. Under Obama administration, 56 people died under ICE custody. 56! That's not a conspiracy, that's public record. According to the ACLU, under Obama, under ICE, failures of medical care, ICE malpractice. The list is long as to why and how these deaths occurred. And somehow, no mass riots. Obama deported over 3 million people. Let's not forget that, people. I say that in so many of my videos. Millions! And a lot of them were fast removals. No real hearing, no judge, no full due process. And here's the part liberals don't like to bring up. Tom Homan? Yeah, that Tom Homan? He was running enforcement under Obama.
Boom. We're going to end it with that. Boom. People only have a problem with this because it's Trump. People have a problem with this because he's a Republican. Trump is running some of the plays that Obama ran. This the deportation and getting everybody out. That's Obama started that. He was the deporter-in-chief. They do not want Trump to have that title. They do not want Trump to get rid of their voter base. But Trump knows this is their voting base. This is why there's so much reaction. There's so much protection. There's so many protests. It's because they're trying to protect the people that's voting for them. And he knows once they're gone, the Republicans will be in office probably for the next 12 to 16 years straight. So what are we doing here? The world that we living in right now, the country that we living in right now, are not, the people out there protesting are not in favor of America. They're in favor of whoever's paying them, whoever's going to give them free stuff, whoever's going to allow the fraud. But Trump's not doing that. But we could put the argument down after you watch this video. You should be well knowledge and well understand that Obama is doing the same shit that Trump is doing. The reason why it's out there, the reason why there's so much pushback is because people don't like Trump. If Trump had the same support Obama did, he would double, maybe triple the numbers that he did in his terms. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's always going to keep this thing rock, keep it going. Appreciate you guys' support. Appreciate you guys, working with me. Go get our Patreon going. It's coming soon. No Filter Morning Show coming very soon. Look, man, do your research. Look at the facts, man. You should be for America. That's what it's about. Be for America. I'm out.